Hey everyone, welcome to week three, a day later because of Labor Day. I hope you had a good long weekend and are ready to get started on week three's work. Week three is pretty simple. You have two assignments. You have a quiz and another discussion board. And the quiz has to do with the library databases and trade publications, so how to use those. And so it's directly tied to these lessons. So lesson 3.1 has to do with teaching you how to use the library database or enhancing it. I'm assuming if you had 111, you've used the library database a little bit, how to identify and evaluate scholarly sources, and then the next step, which is scholarly trade and popular publications. So, kind of differentiating between those. And so, these three lessons are integral, um, as well as this tutorial video on how to use the databases and this on how to analyze a trade magazine or journal article. You want to make sure you read all those things before you do the quiz, which is due tomorrow. I know it's a truncated time, but because of Labor Day, we have one less day. So make sure you do that by Wednesday. Here's kind of the overview for the week. So that library databases and trade publications week three quiz is due by Wednesday night. That is an attendance marker as well. So making sure you're getting that in by then is crucial. And then you have a discussion board. Again, initial post by Friday, two peer replies by Sunday. And this is what that looks like down here. So what you're going to do is you're going to explore an academic journal or trade publication article related to your field of study or future career. Again, remember, we're building towards our first project. So last week we were looking at occupational handbook. We're moving on to a trade publication article. Remember, those are the two of the three sources you need to find for this first essay assignment. So you're already doing that. The point of the way the course is designed is to build upon each other so you're not, overlapping work or doing things more than one time, right? So you're going to find one of these, you're going to use the library database to locate a recent article, and then you're going to write 5 to 7 sentences that answers these questions. So kind of an analysis review of it. So what is the name of it? What is the article about? Give it a brief summary. Um, Research the author's background. So, even a quick Google to try to figure out who they are, what makes them credible, a credible source on this topic, if you see other publications by them, etc. Some field insights. So, what the current trend, challenge, or advancement in the field, what is it that this article discusses, and then your own personal opinion. So, what did you learn from the article and how does it connect to your interests? And then you want to make sure you cite the article in MLA format, good practice. You're going to need to do that anyway when you use it in your essay. So make sure you do that at the end of your paragraph. All right. So that's by Friday. You want to make sure you do that. It has to be more than 100 words and make sure you're responding to all of the discussion prompts. And then by Sunday night, you want to have at least two classmates responded to. Um, you can always respond to more, but you're graded on the first two. So making sure that you're doing that, making sure that they're substantive and demonstrate serious engagement. So not just like, good job, you did good. Actually engage with them a little bit for your credit. Okay. And that is literally all for the week. So next week we're going to get further into writing the essay a little bit. That's coming up soon, but for this week, you just have those two assignments, the quiz by tomorrow night, which is Wednesday, and then the academic journal trade publication discussion board with due dates on Friday and Sunday. And so that is it. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out and ask either via the message app in Blackboard or directly to my email. Have a great rest of your week. We'll talk again soon.